Excuse me. I think we're good. Alright, where was I? Looking up these miniatures. Probably have to clean up my dusties right now, so I can get some good miniatures pictures. I forgot to clean my backdrop. I'm salty on myself for it. I like to wash it with like hot soapy water and let it dry overnight, but I didn't do that, so dealing with the consequences today. These are Chariot miniatures. It doesn't look like there's any on eBay. Let's see. And they are from, what does it look like? 1975 to, wait. I think it was 1975 to 2000, 1970 to 2003. These are the 15mm historical ones. Just working on a baggie of these. And then, do they have anything else besides Chariot miniatures? No. I did find them on Lost Mini Wikis. Alright. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of clicks all over the place. Alright, these ones are SEL 8. Ooh, I remember that. So these are going to be Bodyguard Retween with axe. Retween or Retween. Really weird word. It's been a long time since I've seen that word. Alright. Kind of want to look it up again. Oh, no. This was the wrong one. Argyrispid Pike and Shield. Alright. Seleucids or something? Alright. Let's go ahead and start working on this. These are 15mm. So it's going to be CM Chariot miniatures, whatever that word is that I can't pronounce. ARGYRASPID Pike Shield. Did I put 15mm miniatures? 15mm miniatures, and then we have the, it's like SEL 8 is like the indicator for it. Alright, did we get that? Alright, so that's good. Working on these right now. I have a bunch of these. Alright, they are like new in their little packet. I think it's old stuff, it's hard to tell. Let's see. I want to get like a good starting picture. I was going to say piniature. There we go. I actually like my second picture better. Looks like there is 8 of them. Let's even them out. Measuring tape, found it. Alright, so I'm gonna do cells similar off of these, so I get to make sure I do like the first one right, and then it should be fine. Okay. Year. Like the company is 1970 to 2000 something, but I can't pinpoint a specific year on this package. It does not say a year. Alright, I'm gonna make a bag for these. That's down. I'm gonna ask up on these because they are not an eBay and they're pretty old. Alright. Let's put them all back in the bag. I can't. Having struggles. Alright, these are going, they're going in. Where can I put these? I don't know, I guess the ground's fine. Second one, where did they go? Like stuff all over the place. I had a baggie of them. Oh, here they are. These ones are just labeled SEL7, so I get to Lost Mini Wikis right here. Number 7, right, found them. Phalangites, Pike and Shield. Okay. Let's change that for the title. Make sure we get all of that fixed. Wait, I have to highlight the right things so my eyeballs don't mess up as I mess up. Okay, everything else looks good. Forgot to pop up the image of the thing I most recently worked on, but I'll do it after I do this one, since I'm kind of halfway there and almost done. These spears are long and sharp. They're like ridiculous. just like poke an eye out here. Alright. I like that picture. Got those all in there. Then I'm just going to put them in the bag and I'll pop it up above my head. Alright. Got that. Those are good. These are going to be fun to list. Very easy to list a bunch, too, in a row. Alright. Let's make sure that's good. And then we're going to add that right here. That's what I just worked on. So we're going to move on to the next one. Next one, and I forgot where I put them again. I guess on the ground. We have... Oh, these have horsies. These are going to be SEL number 2, which is not labeled here, interesting enough. I wonder if I want to work on something else or try to find it. I'm going to try to find it real quick. 2 and 3 are missing. Let's see if it's in their other miniature lines, like the fantasy ones. Anything come up for that? Nope. I can go to their original website. Let's see if that helps me find what these are. This is from 2002. This is a website. Doesn't even work anymore. I can't find this particular item name, so I'm just gonna have to use as many keywords as I can. Do my best there. Alright. These are... They're like a cavalry. That's the best I can do. So, these. They're cavalry with like pikes. All right. I'm just changing the generic title and then the little pack range on this. Let's get a good picture of the miniatures as they're reflecting a lot of light. These are easy to picture. Normally these are harder for me to picture. So I think they're all set. Yeah, they're good. To re-baggie them in their little tiny baggies. They're good. It's loading. Trying to show everyone what I just worked on. It's just going to be a bunch of these, but I'll post each one. So these miniatures. Alright, so what's the next one? These are going to be labeled Hog 21. I want to stick with the SCL. Oh, that one's ALM, I think. I thought these all were the same label. That's SX Miniatures. Interesting. Magister Militium. I thought there was more similar types. Oh, a lot of unidentified miniatures. Not the best. I can still like list them and figure out how to like keyword them. Alright, time to move on, I guess, from the SEL line. Oh, this has a little packet that shouldn't be in here. Alright, this is also Hog. So let's go look for Hog if these are the military ones. There we go. Early late hoplite Greeks. So these are 15 millimeters. And these ones are, what number? This is pack 18, which are, let's see if they match up. Greek Peltast? What is that? Let me look it up. Just a light infantry soldier. Oh, with a light shield? Okay. But I don't see them have a light shield. But they do have a lot of javelins. Alright, so let me get that going. So cell similar off of it. It's going to be this one right here. Oh, come on, just click. Having troubles clicking. How did I do this? I did this. It's going to be Greek Peltast. Am I saying that right? Well, I'm spelling it correctly. And then the package range was Hog 18. There we go. That's going to be good. Let's get a good picture of these. I'm going to get rid of, use my lint roller. Is that good enough? I don't know if I like that picture. Try a different one. The package is upside down. That's going to bother me. That's much better. For some reason, even though I have the white backdrop instead of the black one, they come out pretty well in pictures. Alright, so that's good. Alright. Is everything good? Did I mark it all properly? I did. Alright. On to the next HOG miniatures. Alright. Hog 17. So some kind of archers, right? Cretan archers. There you go. So I got all those settings right up over there. Looks like there's 5 of them. Alright. I keep forgetting to pop them up over here. I will in just a moment. I'm struggling. So I got the archers down. I wonder if I should bring out... I thought they were better pictured. Turn up the brightness on this. It's okay. Okay. So those are listed, and I'll pop that up. Let's go with that. Okay, that should be good. And then on to the next one. It's going to be this Hog Pack 20. It's like a singular miniature. This is supposed to be a Spartan hoplite, crest helmet, spear, and shield. I wonder if in the baggie there was supposed to be more that are similar to this one. Yeah, let me look, because some of these are like unlabeled or whatever. Are these the same? It's so hard. I don't know if these are all going to be in the same formation, so let me see some of the other ones. It looks like all the other packets have them all in the same formation, so don't think it's these. Not these. There's a bunch of them here, but they have like a javelin like that instead of a pike, you know, standing next to them. Are these ones good? No, these have a different code name. It's possible this pack just came with one miniature and that's the way it goes, but I'm gonna definitely price it for a lot less. So we do sell similar off of it. It's gonna be Chariot Miniatures, Spartan Hoplite, and then Crest Helmet, Spear Shield. Is there enough characters? Almost. I have to kind of chop off the shield, but that's not going to be that important. I don't think it's a make or break the difference for if this sells or not. Condition is going to be used. I should probably just put used for the other ones too. Lower the price down a lot because it's just a singular miniature. Also, the weight can go down to like, it's gonna be like an ounce. I could put 2 ounces to play it safe, but it's a really tiny 15 millimeter miniature. Alright, so let's start taking pictures. I wonder if that picture, yeah, I think I'm gonna use that picture that I just did as a the intro picture. All right, got that single one down. All right, Hog 8. They look like they have slings. Hog 8 looks to be Light Slinger is the name. All right, Light Slinger. All right. That's going to be a Hog 8. Light Slinger. Everything else is good. Okay, now for a good picture. Oh, this was, yeah. Is that good enough? That one. Whoops, I almost dropped my phone. All right. That one's all set. All right. That looks good, so in the bag it goes. It's taking forever to load. So that's what I just worked on. On to the next one. This one has a label Hog 21. So let's see what Hog 21 is. Peltast, long spear, javelin, and shield. That looks like it matches up. So I'm going to sell similar off of my listing. Let's get rid of the Light Slinger from the last listing. This one is Peltast, long spear, javelin, shield. Oh, there was enough characters. That's what, Hog 21? There you go, Hog 21. change that description real quick. Then we should be good for pictures. All right. Picture time. Listing these real quick. A bunch of these miniatures. Well, maybe not a bunch, like a good amount. Is that a good front picture? I think that one's fine. It's time to line them up. I'm still thinking about using my black backdrop instead of my white one. I think I'm just too lazy because I have a bunch of like bags up here covering it. I think like most of my pictures will be clear enough. The lighting doesn't have to be perfect for these. These are 15mm miniatures. It's like kind of like tiny ones. Alright. It's good. Rebagging these is kind of annoying. I'm making sure not to break any like spears or weapons. Alright, these are good now. Almost. Oh, the paper won't go in. Struggling. Alright, got that down. Alright, I'll pop it up for everyone. Double checking everything. It's good. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. Alright, it's going in the bag. Let's go ahead and pop that one up after it takes 12 years to load. Alright, next one. Do we have any more with the range of Hog? No, I see some ALM. Oh, here, Hog 4. Is that complete? Oh yeah, I guess like they have to glue on the arms. I'll double check that, make sure the picture. Hog 4 is medium heavy cavalry javelin, aka Theban cavalry. So I'll put that down. So let's go ahead and do sell similar off of one of my listings. Let's make sure we get all this stuff correct and then we'll work on the pictures. Changing the Hog 21 to 4. Getting rid of all the previous listings like identifier. And then I'll just do the Theban cavalry. It had like 2 different names I could use. And then make sure it's the same for the description. Alright, picture time. Let's get a good picture. It's gonna be hard. It's so reflective. I have to roll some dusties. It's much better. Is that fine? I guess it's as good as I can get. Maybe I'll make the outside of the baggy pictures the main one. there's the arms that need to be glued on. At least they're there. They're not armless. Still annoyed my measuring tape's like, I need a new one. Like a better small one. We have a good like big one, but I need a better small one. Is this good? Just lining up everything. Yeah, it's good. I can maybe lower the price because there's only a couple of them in here. Yeah. I'll lower the price. It's not a big deal. I assume someone's gonna want these branded miniatures and then pick a handful from us, and then it's gonna be a combo order. Then we could negotiate more on the price. Getting the little paper identifiers back into the bag is really obnoxious. Like, it's not that important, but to like have it. But I pictured it in the listing, so it goes with it, so yeah. Alright, that one's good. I have to eat real quick, guys. I didn't know food was going to be ready soon. I'm going to try to eat fast, but I feel bad for the people that just got here. It's probably going to take me like 15-20 minutes. I'm so sorry. I'm going to keep it running because I don't think I can shut it or like pause it. Or at least I don't know how to do it tech-wise, pause it. I'm super sorry. But I will be back. Got a bunch of people watching when I take a dinner break. I was watching it on my phone, seeing the numbers of everyone go up, and I felt so bad. And then and I were joking that people want to see the chair more than me. She made some cauliflower, or like breaded cauliflower, super good. But I was definitely stress eating. I feel bad for everyone that is here or was waiting. I'm super sorry. She told me it would take longer to cook it, so I thought I had more time to stream before I had to do like a break. Alright. These Chariot miniatures, ALM 7, Alexandrian Macedonian, and then these are Mercenary, Peltest, Spear, and Shield. Excuse me. So, let's go ahead and do that. That's what I almost dropped on my phone, listed last. I feel like the quick like dinner snack rejuvenated me. I've been listening a long time, even before I went live. So let's go ahead and sell similar. And we have the title again. Mercenary. Peltast, which I learned is like a light, like kind of infantry, Spartan type of infantry. Spear and Shield. They are ALM 7 instead of the Hogs as the range. Let's put that over there. Let's put that in the description. I can up the price again on this one because it's a more complete pack. I think that's good. That should be good. Time to get a good picture. Oh, they're like so piled up in there I can't get like a good picture. Oh, that's slightly better. It's good enough, I guess. Oh, I didn't know these were made in England. Oh, I guess that makes sense. I looked at it at the informational page. Just lining them up. How many more of these do I have? It's like I have the some Aztecs miniatures, and then like some unlabeled ones, which could be any of these. And then there was like another brand I had in this baggie. But I'm going through it relatively fast. But I might run into a road bump when I have to research the other miniature brands. Okay, so that's good. Got all my pictures. Gotta re-baggie this. Then I'll pop it up above my head. Alright, that's good. Into the same bag. A bunch of miniatures can fit in a same bag easily. Alright, I'll show you guys what I just worked on. The picture's okay. It's really hard when metal miniatures are all like dusty in the baggie with light reflecting. Alright, this one is ALM6, but it's like a single miniature, so I'm gonna have to lower the price on this one a lot. a Grinion Javelin or Javelin Man with a shield, but like, is it supposed to have one or more? I'll check. Sorry, I'm like looking for the baggie of loose miniatures I had to see if I can see if there's similar of this particular one, so I can just add it to the baggie. I don't. No, I don't see them. Alright. So I'm going to lower the price for this one a lot. I'm going to go back to the one listing where I had just one miniature listed from one of these packs. What are these ones? Oh, also loose miniatures. So let's change the title. And then also it's ALM 6. There we go. My eyes are like melting looking at the screen at this point. I think I've been listing since like 3. It was like 2:30. Then I stopped helping. Started at like 2:30 after I got all the items, made the video, like the what sold video, and then listed all the way up to 3:30, and then Ned and I packed up the stuff from the video, and then I came back and started listing. Still got some more energy in me. I want all these like miniatures done and maybe a couple of other things, and I can call it a day. Maybe some like I have to like pre-research some of the board game bits and pieces I have. So like I have this Marvel United box with no miniatures, which kind of sucks, but it looks like there's a lot of like card sets for different expansions, so maybe someone will pick them up. Does anyone think the title is shameful? I had no idea what to title today, and that was Anetta's idea. I was like, sure, whatever. We were having analysis paralysis on it. Alright, got that down. Just the one. I almost dropped it. Alright. Make sure everything's okay. Like in the details and stuff. Oh no, I have to change the description. See? It wouldn't have matched. It would have been like, which miniature is it? The one pictured. Okay, so that's good. Down the baggie. You know what, maybe I should change the front picture. So I'm going to revise it before I pop it up. I like barely do listings on the computer, so I have to figure out, it probably won't be too hard to swap the picture. There we go. That's okay. That one? It's not close enough though. I wonder if I can edit the picture to be like more zoomed in. Give me a second. I think this should be fine. It is struggling to load the revision, and it looks like a demon settle. Maybe that's fate. Maybe that's what the front picture should be if the revised didn't go through. eBay's telling me that they want that. Alright. Any other from this brand before I have to branch out? So the other brand is Magister Militum. Alright. Okay, yeah, that's good. Alright, so let's look this up. Lost Minis Wiki. How do I spell that? Make sure I spell it correctly. Please come up. I don't want a road bump for these miniatures. Still loading. My internet was fine before I started streaming. Now it feels like it's coughing. There you go, they pulled up. This company was founded in 2002 by Richard and Zoe Kluwer. They are the importers of several ranges of historical figures into the UK. They have acquired and manufactured some older series such as Navigator miniatures, Noble miniatures, Chariot miniatures. Oh, so they're just like, they also made the Chariot miniatures I was working on. They're from 2002 all the way up to 2025. So hopefully they have this line. These are still... These look like the other kind that I listed. So this is going to be interesting to figure out. Because like these two right here, they literally look like the other ones I listed. They have the different brand right here, but they also have Hog 6. So I think they might still be Chariot miniatures, just with their new branding when they founded themselves in this year. I'm just clicking on all of their links to see. They have a Dragonlink Dwarves fantasy line, Mercenaries from the Age of Dark Blades, and Tales of the Dragon Kings. But it's not that many like miniatures. I have a video coming out on the weekend talking about this website and how I like navigate it for finding stuff. Yeah, I almost think it's gonna be still be the Chariot miniatures. Which is interesting. And I'm sure if I go to their historical miniatures and then check out the Hog 6 like range, it's probably gonna be something like Cavalry. Yeah, I like Cavalry with Javelin, so from the early late hoplite Greeks. I have to think about... I think I'm just gonna do, like, I have to think about the listing, right? Because I don't want to put Chariot miniatures, even though they started making these apparently. I'm going to just put the Magister Militum as the brand instead. Alright. And then these were Hog 6. I do have a listing of Hog 6 somewhere. Let me find it. That's 8. Sorry, I'm on my phone. I guess I could start a new listing. I thought I'd be able to find it faster. Yeah, I'll just start a new listing. That's fine. So, Magister Militum. It's going to be, they were light cavalry. $15mm miniatures, and then it was Hog 6 is the range. So that should be good. Putting them into the 15mm miniature category. I wish the other ones had labels, like the empty baggies. I'll probably still list them as like these branded miniatures, but I'm gonna have to do my best figuring out like what keywords. I'll probably use like, javelin, shield, helmet, kind of like how they have it, but and then take good pictures so they know what they're getting. Alright, now I need a good first picture. It's gonna be like reflective. Oh, it's so annoying. That will bother me. I don't think it'll be a big deal, but that would personally bother me. Or like it's bothering me while I'm taking pictures. Let's go ahead. It's only two, so I can take pictures of both of them. And then I'll pop it up after it's done. Pictures are done. Price. To the same price as the one with the other two. Calvary. Turn on the offers. And I think we're good. Is everything else good? No. I have to put in all the specifics. Brand, all that stuff. Because I did not do sell similar, because I just started this one fresh because they were slightly different. Year, they don't really have a year because they have like a range for this company and doesn't say in the packet. So that's good. Now I can pop it up for everyone. Been listing a bunch of these. It's what I've been working on since streaming. Not my favorite, but I'll move on and then find the baggie. Here it is. Bunch more. Alright, so this one, empty, like no indicator. There's like a loose little indicator. BAB12. I'll try to pair that up with something later on. Just trying to do the guarantees. Calvary. This one looks like it's good. Let's just pull out the other two. This baggie's kind of pretty chalk dusty. Like, I'm gonna toss this one out. I don't think it's useful anymore. I'll keep like clean baggies if I can reuse them. So let's, that was this pack I want to do next. These are labeled, there's a bunch of them in here. Oh, it does say ×5. Hog 2 ×5. Hog 2 was, oh, there's a lot. Because there's like 2A, B, C, D, E. I think this is just the classic hoplite spear thrusting shield. And then that does kind of match up with that, so. There is a bunch in here, so. Maybe I can ask a little bit more. That's a lot of miniatures. Do I want them in the baggie when I take the picture? Because it is, yeah, that's probably fine. Maybe. So let's go to sell similar from the Magister Militum one I just listed. This is Hoplite Spear Thrusting Shield. And then the code was HOG2. Put that in the description. Alright. Got that up. Oh no, it's just, that's going to be a annoying picture, so that's not going to be my front picture. I'm going to line them all up and then take a better picture for the front picture. There is a lot in this one. They weren't joking about the times two. Just taking my time lining them up. Is it a broken shield? No, just the guy just doesn't have like a spear. Just part of it. It looks like a weaker one. I don't know. Definitely an odd one in this bunch. Might not. I'm supposed to go with this baggie, but it's fine. It's going in. Alright. That might almost be better for the front picture. Where is the measuring tape? Here it is. Alright. That's a weird picture. I had no idea why my picture came out like that. It's like super, it's like split in half. Oh, you guys probably can't see it. Maybe if I turned on the brightness a lot. It like cut my, oh, you guys can't. It like cut it in half with like a different coloration. Never seen that before. So now I have to retake that picture because I like that picture. My phone's breaking down, I guess. Of course, I like my first one better, but I'll have to get over it. It's not a big deal. Just a weird thing that's never happened. Alright. Everything has to go back into the bag. Alright, so then I can pop that up above. We're almost done with these. And I'll see what I can work on next. I was talking about the Marvel United stuff. I want, like, the cards. Depends on how much, like, clicky-clackies I have to do on the computer. It might not be, like, good to stream doing them. Okay, I'll do that picture then instead. So that's good. So that was what I worked on. The baggie was going to be too reflective to get a better picture than them outside of the baggie. This one is code ALM9. These are going to be Phalangite, Thracian, Helmet, Pike, and Shield. So let's go ahead and do that. Someone similar off of my listing. I guess I could take a picture of them in the baggie. They are ALM9. That's the code, so I have to change that real quick. Phalangite, Thracian, Helmet, Pike, and Shield. So that's going to be good. I have to like lint roll again, stuff's in the way. Alright, cut them down. And then the front, and then them individually. Then I have to pair up one of the blank bags with the like pack code sheet that I have. And then I have the unlabeled ones, but they're this Chariot brand. So I'll do my best with that. That's all set. These like pikes are they always like kind of scare me because they're super sharp, and they're like, it feels so unnecessary long. Like maybe they're supposed to trim them, but I'm not too sure on that. All right, stretch the legs. All right, So these are good, I think. So it's time to put them up top. This is the code BAB12. So these are good. Now let's figure out what the BAB12 is. So they're supposed to be barbarians that are German cavalry with spears and shield. So let's see if I have some cavalry here, but it looks like they are archers for most of them. One has a spear too. They could have been intermixed in this baggie. This one is not cavalry. So it's possible they got mixed in with this baggie, but without knowing for sure, I'm not gonna pair them up together. So I'm just gonna list all of these without a label. I guess I'll keep the little code to the side, and if I don't find out where those are after I'm done listing, I'm just going to toss it out. Alright. So let's list these. Oh yeah, none of these have a shield. So yeah, these definitely can't be what was it? Barbarians that are German cavalry. Alright, so time to just generically list these and make sure that people know what scale they are. So let's go. I do think they are. I am going to be confident that these are chariot miniatures. The bag said chariots, and all of the other stuff I've been listing as chariot. The other brand, Magister, was an offshoot of chariot. These are cavalry with pikes, I guess? Yeah, pikes and bows. So that's what I'll put. CM Chariot Miniatures. Cavalry with pikes and bows. If I can spell. And then chop off the identifier that I don't know what it is. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to match the description. They are 15 millimeter, so that's the same. Alright, I will still take measurements of them. Make that the second picture. Little hair. I'll pop these one up to show how I do like the ones without a baggie, I guess. I'm still gonna keep it in a baggie, like baggie it came with, but it's I don't need a picture of that. It's not gonna be like the make or break. This one doesn't even have like a label on it, so it's less important. Alright. I always double check. I'll still make mistakes. Alright, that's in. almost there with the miniatures. I like that picture. I like it. It's a good one. It's one of my more favorites of today. Alright, these 3 packs. I guess there's this other pack. It says it's SX miniatures. And I guess it could be. You know what? It does look like a different millimeter. We have 3 packs left, but one of these packs only has 2. And this one, I actually don't know if this is Cherry miniatures. It almost looks like the SX miniatures. So I'll leave those 2. It's just 2 figures aside. Let's do these. They have shield and a pipe and a helmet. So just gonna lay them all out, kind of like how I did for up here. And take the pictures. Are these guys, do they have a helmet? They do. I dropped it, caught it mid-air too. So there's 15 with this one. So how am I gonna do this one? Use the previous listing. CM Chariot Miniatures. At the backspace. Infantry. Pike. Shield. Helmet. That's how like all the other stuff they kind of label it when they actually had like the identifiers. So this should be fine. Just getting some good pictures. Moved the wrong one. It's like, why is it not moving in my camera shot? Like looking through my camera and grabbing the other one and moving it. Lots of dusties in the way. That's what I get for not like cleaning this overnight. Pretty sad I forgot. Alright, those are listed. Alright, so I'll put that up. Alright. So slow. There we go. Finally. It's up. Alright, so next up are these. Are these 50? Are these the same size? Yeah, I think so. It looks like almost like a little civilian squad or something. It's a little mix of everything. Yeah, 3 of them have like trumpets or horns, and then 3 of them have shield and pike in that position. It's almost like a little command squad. But like, how am I going to describe that? I'm not too sure yet. Just doing something similar, thinking about it. Chariot miniatures. It's like pike, shield, and horn squad. Or not squad, I'm not going to do squad. They're just infantry, I guess. It has all their like equipment and stuff. These ones I can lower the price because there's only 6, so I feel like that's just slightly less. Keep it up, dude. Later. Peace out, Rick. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have some good eBay sales. Alright. I guess I can take individual pictures. I did not get the best sleep yesterday, but then when I woke up, I'm like, it's time to just be productive and get a bunch of stuff done. I could have slept in, that's the benefit of eBay, right? But figure I'd get a good night's sleep tonight by being tired. I'll get like a second wind as well later on. That's good. I'm gonna pop that up. I'm still thinking about after the miniatures if I want to do Marvel United stuff. I think I do. Be different for everyone. So let me pop this up here. You can see how some of them have like horns, but they're like excessive. Just misclicking everywhere. Alright, now we have... It's like 2. It's 2 miniatures. Sure, why not? Instead of coming and hawing over it, just get it done. These are... But they do look like the SX ones. Let me look up the SX ones, see if I can find them, and then see if they're supposed to be in here. I feel like if I do find these SX miniatures, they're just going to tell me the name of it, and then I won't have a picture, but these are going to be, I think, harder to find. Because I think there's a lot for this brand. That's not what I wanted. Okay, and they're still around from 1980. 25 millimeter? Oh, they also have bought several 15 millimeter Wargame ranges. These are going to be... There's like a lot of sections. Definitely probably historical, but they're not fantasy. I'm actually just gonna have to like click on them all and see if they have the code I have is MPA1. I see M, but I don't see MP. So they're not medieval. I'm on, I think it's like Lost Mini Wiki, or Lost Wiki Minis. Sorry, Lost Minis Wiki. I always reverse it. You can like look up a bunch of old miniatures, and if people have submitted pictures and stuff, you can find them. It's a pretty cool one. Ooh, I think I did find MP A. Is it A? Maybe it's not A. It looks like A. MPA1. But there are a lot of MPs here for like the identifier. Got an offer. I don't know if it's going to be a good one. $5 for Incomplete Chaos Tank. Sprue from Games Workshop 2007. No, that's too low. It's way too low. I'll let Aneta deal with the counter offers. We've done better with bits and pieces for Games Workshop stuff. Let me see if these are on eBay. I know it sounds like I should look up for these miniatures on eBay first, but a lot of these older ones I get, like not many people have them up. I don't see this exact package on eBay. Stuff comes up for SX miniatures, but not what I was looking for. I could put these aside and just deal with them off stream because it's taking me too long. I think that's what I'll just do. I'll take a look at these later. Put it in my look at it later bin over here. Alright, let's do the Marvel United. Oh, it's so heavy, even though it's like a bunch of card pieces. Let's see. So it's not the game. It's no miniatures, unfortunately. It's gonna be a bunch of, I think, expansion cards and stuff. So I have to look it up. So this one says like Secret Invasion right there. Yeah, we have a lot. This one is, it almost has like its original wrap. Like someone bought these just for the miniatures. They're like, oh, I just want chibi Marvel miniatures. Alright, Maximum Carnage. So let's look up some of these. So let's just do the first one. Marvel United Secret Invasion. Just on eBay. Let's see. Like the whole thing sells for $50, but like that's the whole thing. And then let's also look at Board Game Geek to see, because I have like other cards and stuff in here, so I'm gonna see if I can like pair things together as much as possible. This one was Secret Invasion. There also might be some base set stuff in here, which is probably the least exciting. Really? Board Game Geek is not showing me what's in this? That's interesting. No pictures? That's super interesting. Oh well. Gotta do my best then with just these. I'll just list these cards. So I'm not even sure what these cards are going to be called. They look like places. So I do want to figure out from the base game like what these are called. I want to say like, you know, Secret Invasion, whatever, territory cards. Let's see if the base game has a component list. Really? None? This is such a popular game, I'm kind of stunned that there's not a component list. There's like a... Normally I can like download a rule book, but there's like a campaign rules and resources, but that's not what I need. Rule books will say like what like components come in a game. Can't believe I'm getting defeated on a game I didn't think I would. So I do have a slight little list. What is this? I just need to see the back of the box at this point. Location cards. I found in someone's blog that these are called location cards. That took too much. All right. So the expansion does sell for $50, but I don't think I need to go too high on the location cards. I have to be clear. Marvel United. Let's put asterisks. Location cards. I'm doing it like multiple times in the listing. Marvel United, Secret Invasion. Location cards only. Let's see if I have enough characters for that. It wants me to put in trading cards. I guess it has the word card. It's not going to go into trading cards. Alright. So even though this is like sealed, I'll probably keep this sealed. This little white wrap is probably not a big deal, but I can take out cards and put them back in for pictures. I don't know how relevant that seal is. I'm undecided. That's just like how it would come in the box. Do these for like $12, $15, $9, $8. It's kind of hard to say. Like I said, the miniatures would be way better. Just making sure there's not supposed to be more. To revise a listing when it's in front of me would be obnoxious. Okay. No. There's a lot of this stuff. Cool Miniatures and Not was a ridiculous company for their games. This is not my type of game, but definitely I know a lot of people like the Marvel United game. I'd be foolish to think it wasn't popular for people. These are all going to be easy to go into like a baggie and then flat against like other magazines or books. I have to put them back. I have to put them back in this little white strap. I think I have to do one at a time. Yeah, the first one's the hardest. All the other ones slide in. Also have to do it without dinking the corners. Alright, got those in. Brand is CMON. Game title is just the Marvel United Secret Invasion. Type is cards. Someone got sad when I did like there's a game type for like board game pieces and stuff, and you just put like, here the options are board game, children's game, dice game, educational, floor, gambling, memory. There's a couple others that don't matter. I always do board game, but they thought that because I picked a board game that meant you get the whole board game. That was like one of the part of the complaint of the negative in return today, which is not how that descriptor works in this category. That does not mean that it's the whole game. It is kind of a pointless description. Like, it is pointless. I don't think like eBay needs it, but it is like a recommended one, so it's like I do it anyways. Alright, this is gonna go, these are all gonna go into a baggie. Excuse me. This one. Labeling it U. Description. This is not a complete game. It's only for the 4 cards as pictured. I'll probably just do $9.99. I'll go on like the lower end because I have a lot of these, and we'll see how they do, and we'll see how the other expansions are priced because every expansion to these games are gonna have different prices. That only weighs 1 ounce, so it's probably only gonna be like 4 or 5 ounces to get out with like a flat poly mailer with some cardboard. Then I have to measure it. 7.72, like a weird size. Excuse me. All right. That's good. Let me write the bin on this bag. That'll be for me, so I don't forget later. The bin this is going in is in the other room. Alright. Maximum Carnage locations. So let's see this. Marvel United. Maximum Carnage. I also had a bunch of super villain here. And cards? Yeah, we'll see what those are later. Maximum Carnage, $60. Someone has it for $25. Who knows? It might not have the miniatures. Brand new for $35. Brand new for $70. That one is brand new for $30. So it's got a little bit all over the place between like $30 to $60. So these cards can't go for too much as a replacement. All right. Oh, this is actually putting some weight on me. I'll put this over here. Let's go ahead. Oh, let me pop it up here so we can see what I'm working on right now. It's going to be these. There we go. All right, Marvel United Maximum Carnage location cards. I think this is also 4 cards, so I can almost keep the same description. I'm going to take pictures and then make sure that's okay. Price is going to be the same because expansion's essentially the same price. It's going to take a picture of all the individual ones. Yeah, there's only 4 in this expansion as well. Put them back as the pictures are loading. Alright, got that done. Pretty easy for these. I'm just double checking everything. Yeah, it's good. Alright, next one, Fantastic Four, The Coming of Galactus. So, also I believe location cards. Looks like there's a lot more to this, so let's look up this expansion. So the box is $170, $80. These are so expensive. $127, $60, $80, $70, $90. Okay, so I gotta ask a little bit more for these cards. Doesn't have to be that much more. Alright. Are they still? Yeah, these are location cards. Okay. Just like the countries. Oh, excuse me. It's gonna be Marvel United. Almost forgot. Fantastic for the Coming of Galactus. I don't have enough room. I have to get rid of the end part. Hopefully they know it's just this. Okay. So it's not 4 cards. It's going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So I have to change that. And picture time. Probably bump it up to 15 instead of 10. I still have offers on someone. I might still be charitable to a lower offer. Looks like it's like a bigger expansion. I can't even get this out. Oh, that was a lot of drama I just dealt with there, getting this out. Like I said, I don't even know if I need the white strip. I mean, it's already on, so let's keep it as is. Let's keep going with the flow, but it does keep them together nicely for later on when I pull them at least. This thing barely goes in. All right. Alright, got all the pictures done. And then double checking everything. And then changing the price. Let me see if there was 6 cards or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 cards. So that's all set. Next one, War of Kings. War of Kings. Let's see this. War of Kings. Kickstarter exclusive 75, 51, 60, 50. Some of the miniatures, someone's listing just the miniatures. They have my miniatures that are supposed to be here. 37, 53, 60. These are all prices for it. I'll still do probably $10 for these ones. There's, like I said, they're just location cards. 2, there is 4, yeah, so it's like the smaller expansion. Alright. Just doing sell similar off my listing. Marvel United, War of Kings. And then change all the stuff in the description. Well, the top part can stay. Pictures them are good. Rinse and repeat. almost dropped that there. And get these back in. I'm still thinking if I want to commit to keeping these wraparound strips. Only because they're annoying me. Okay. That's good. I'll pop them up in just a second, just so the image changes. I have been like doing these one after another. Just have to double check. Alright, so these are good. I wonder if I have every expansion's location cards. Like I said, there's other stuff in here. It looks like heroes or villains, and maybe I should be putting them together, but I already committed to how I was listing this. I can always technically revise them if I want. Or combo orders. Alright. Annihilation here. Oh, I promised you guys to put up a new one. So yeah, let me do that. I also get to double check my pictures when I'm doing this. I think that's good. There we go. And then look up this one. Marvel United Annihilation. $40, 40, 50, 35, 30, 40. Excuse me. This is a cheaper one. I'll still do the $10. It's like my minimum. Or not my minimum, just for these so far. That's just what I've been doing, so. Marvel United. Annihilation. How do I spell it? There you go. Annihilation Marvel. Oh, location cards. Bless you. Alright. Let's go ahead and take the pictures of all these. Hi from Vancouver, Canada. I remember you, or at least your name. It's been pretty chill. It's pretty cool. We are in Illinois. only been to Canada one time. I was 18. We got a passport and drove up with my high school friends. Oh yeah, it's cool. It's always cool when people from different places watch. Struggling to get this on. Oh, is your guys like post office backup? Someone else from Canada said that it was kind of backup. I know your guys' post office works different. Well, I don't even know if you do eBay, but figure you might know about the post office situation. Alright, this one's listed. Alright. Got this next. Alright. X-Men: The Age of Apocalypse. Yes, it's backup, but only part-time. Alright, we got this. The Age of Apocalypse. I don't think we've ever had the post office not delivering. I could be wrong, though. At least since we started eBay, I've been more aware of going to the post office every day. Before eBay, I barely went to the post office here. Marvel United: The Age of Apocalypse. This one is... Oh, that's on bids. Oh, someone else also has the location cards for $10, so they were thinking the same thing I was thinking. So there you go. They are doing free shipping, but we'll do combined shipping. They did sell one. I'll almost just not even look at the rest of the price of the games, because then I'll just sell it for $10 as they are. And I have a bunch of the location cards. This is Marvel United, X-Men: The Age of Apocalypse. I feel like that was the best X-Men series with Apocalypse. I'm changing the description to make sure it matches, because I'm selling similar off of my own listings. I generally like to start from scratch, but when it's something like this where I know it's going to be like one after the other, I will go ahead and do it. It's finally not too chilly, at least for today. The past few days in here I've been like freezing, so I'll have like a t-shirt, then like a sweater, like something I have, and then like a hoodie. Even though we got a new window like last year, the, I don't know, insulation or something's bad. Still gets pretty chilly. If it's chilly outside. Alright. Got this one done. I'll pop this back up. Even though it's been like the same thing over and over, I'll change the visual for everyone. That's the one. I'm just doing these expansion packs, like, or the parts of them back to back. Alright, next one. This one doesn't have the little wrap, which is great. Spider-Geddon. Okay. This one has more, the Spider-Geddon. More of these, so. Oops, I'm knocking stuff and making a lot of noise. I'm going to make sure that there's not more on the bottom here. That's a lot. Okay. This bin's going to be heavy. It is on the bottom though. So let's look it up on eBay. Marvel United Spider Geddon. Let's see. 32, 61, 60, 51, 35, 70, 27. These are all over the place. Well, the 27 could be without the miniatures. I'll still stick with my $10. This doesn't seem like a bigger expansion. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Just doing sell similar for my listing. Spider-Geddon. In the description, I do have to change it from, like, there's 4 location cards to 8. Oops, sorry, it's in the way. So randomly I have the feeling like I'm making a mistake. I'm not, but I just have the feeling. Alright. Same price as all the other ones, and then picture time. I'm literally just going to take pictures of all 8. Alright, those are all set. I do have to put them in some kind of, I don't know, do I have to put them in some kind of other baggie? I could just put them within the bag. Or a bag within a bag. I do have these weird square bags, so bag within a bag. They should be good. Almost there-ish. Only like 5 or 6 more of these sets. This one's weird because it's multiverse and there's only one. But then, I think on the bottom of this box was like a sealed pack of them, which I'm probably just going to open up so people know what they're getting. Yeah. Making sure I'm not missing anything. So, these are sealed right here. So, I'm going to open these up. It's like really hard to open up. almost need like good luck or a little like pocket knife or something. That did not work. Super wrapped up. But yeah, I've done like board game stuff, like cards and stuff sealed before. Like that's just how you get it when you open up a board game. But like I don't think it adds value. You know, I've had issues with like people not getting what they thought would be in a pack of cards. So most of the time, unless if it's super vintage, I will open it up. I don't think there'd be someone who would only get this particular location card replacements if they're sealed only. They would just want to get it because it's in good condition. Now let's see if this card is also in this pack, because that would be weird. Monster Isle. It's not in here. I wonder if that's a promo though. So I am going to look it up. Marvel United Multiverse. So that's on bid. This is a bigger one, so 140 for the game, 150. Okay. Just those two? Oh, there's a cardboard location expansion. Wonder if that's this. Probably not. I just have some random D&D cardboard standees that I didn't know what they were for. I thought they would be for this. 150. So I'm gonna go to Board Game Geek. I'm gonna look up Marvel United. So this will show me if this Monster Isle card is a promo. There's so much of this stuff. Oops. Looking at the expansions. I don't see anything off the bat. There are 3 pages for expansions. It's probably useful to look at all these right now. No, I don't see anything, but we'll see if anything comes up. Marvel United Monster Isle location card. That's so weird. I just want to know why that pack was sealed and this one was separate. I don't want to say this is all of the location cards if that's wrong. I'm looking for... There's no component list? I wonder if someone on eBay has this... everything pictured. I don't think so. Because that's brand new. I'll change the category to used. I almost used the new descriptor. People are selling characters, monsters. Wait. No, that's something else. I'll be the only one selling the location cards, I guess. There you go. I'll just mention that there's only the 9, and that it's not like a full thing. Alright. Well, let me count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so... It's a promo, then someone gets lucky then, because I couldn't officially find it as a promo. I know if that sells super fast, that would have been the case. Then I'll learn for next time. Marvel United, I'm bumping into stuff. It's Marvel United, the multiverse. Location cards only. Cool. And I'm going to put somewhere in the description, hopefully someone reads it, You never know. I'm going to say the number of cards, but I'm going to say I'm not sure if that's the complete set of them. I'm just saying, like, see pictures for the ones included. All right. Change up my picture a little bit. All right. Then I get to picture all of them. Alright, got them all set up. I'm doing these for 15 instead of 9. There is more of them. It is a bigger box expansion. Okay, double checking everything. This one's good. I'm dreading bringing this box back to the storage unit because it's going to be so heavy. I have to like hoist it over my shoulders. Like, I don't even know if I want to do all the location cards in it. I'll just do it, might as well, because it is on the bottom. I thought I was almost done. These are World War Hulk location cards. Is there only 3 for this one? Yeah. Let's see if a 4th one, like, fell out somewhere. No. I guess I'm not that close to being done. I got these, which is a lot. Marvel United World War Hulk. $50, 40, 30, 35, 35. Why is there 35 watchers in one? Someone should just buy it for $30. I'm annoyed for them. That's a crazy number of watchers. 30, 30. That makes no sense. Alright, 38. Alright. I know watchers doesn't mean someone's gonna buy something. That's a lot of watchers. Alright. I'll pop up this one up here. Change the visuals for everyone again. Look at that. I took slightly different pictures for that one. It didn't have the band, so I didn't feel like I needed to keep them together. So I got that. These ones are gonna, it's just 3 of them. Alright. Marvel United World War Hulk. Location cards only. I have to change the number of cards. This one looks like it's only 3, even though all the other expansions had 4. So I'm not sure if one's missing or if that expansion just has 3. I'm still surprised Board Game Geek didn't have like enough information on these games. They're like super popular, so I'm sure if I sat there and dug deep on like the forums and stuff, I can find a component list, but I shouldn't have to dig deep. I only have to dig deep like that when it's like an old enough game and then not that popular during the time, or maybe it was like a game from like 60s, 70s, or 80s where it's just like harder to know what was a complete game when like the boxes didn't let you know. So I just cracked my like photo box. I don't know, I heard a weird noise as I was leaning on it. Should be careful. I only have 2 of 3 photo boxes back. Almost dropped my phone. Oh, I'm just dropping stuff. See, I want to get all the locations done. What do you think about promoted listing fees to be charged on 100% of items in the store? Basically, if you use promoted listings, it doesn't matter if buyers found the item with promotions or not. I'm not quite sure about the question, like what you're asking. What do you think about promoted listing fees to be charged on 100% of items? I think when you... So we used to do promoted listings on all of our items, but at least when we did it, we stopped that at some point, like a year or 2 ago, maybe like 2 years ago. You'll be charged whatever promoted fee you set 100% of the time. It's only, no, it wouldn't be 100% of the time if you put on all the items. It would only be if it was like clicked on in certain areas and places. So for example, I think at least back then how it would work, let's say if someone actually used like the filters, let's just say they were looking for this right here, and I had it promoted, but they would filter, they would type in Marvel United, and it didn't pop up yet, and then they did like, they want to search by lowest price, or maybe they want to search it by expansion, so I think that wouldn't count as promoted. But we did notice that eBay was telling us like, oh, 95% of your items were being sold by promoted, or 87%, and I'm like, I don't believe that, because they were basically telling us we would have only sold like, I don't know, like 30, like basically an item a day, and before we turned it on, we were selling more stuff, so we eventually just turned it off because we felt like the feedback we were getting was not accurate. Currently, right now, I think Aneta's doing a promotion where I think they're giving us like the money, or it's like a, God, what is it? It's like a, whatever, they're giving you like a credit or something for it, and right now it's showing that it spent like $70 something, but we still have 0 sales from it. So at least it's accurately telling me what I think promoted would do. But I don't know, if it works for you, go for it. If not, you don't have to worry about it. It's a new change they just announced. I'll look into it later, but I just feel like it's I don't know, eBay needs us more than we need eBay, if that makes sense. You can kind of sell items in other places, so they should already want to sell people's stuff, because they have like corporate jobs, they need to get like their paychecks in, they need all that stuff, and if they're not selling people's stuff, they don't get money except for like store fees. I'm trying to think what else they would get money on. I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, we stopped doing promotions also because like we'll have things like this. You look up Marvel United, World War Hulk, and then like there's gonna be like, I don't know, maybe 5 to 30 listings. So it's gonna be in someone's visual on their phone or something, anyways. But I know there's different categories where that's gonna matter more. But yeah, I'll read up on it later. I like to read some of their updates. But yeah, if you think it'll work for you, go for it. But we probably won't do too much with promotions. Well, that's awesome if you don't need to use promoted listings. I don't know. It's hard to say. It might be better for us, but like we've done a bunch of them. We've done like I said, you just said that there's a new change, so I can't speak on the new change. But we thought it was helping at some point, then we turned it off, and we were still selling the same number of items. It'd be like 8 or 9 items a day. So I was like, oh, why do we have that on if it wasn't actually like helping? Especially with the credit like promotion that they gave us. It's literally not doing it. Here, let me look it up right now. Like the campaign. I know there's different ways to promote, but let's see. Advertising right now, campaign, view performance. I don't know if this is the new one. Ad fees. This would already be $103.21. Quantity of items sold from this campaign, 0. Sales, 0. So it's like, at least they're not lying to me and telling me a bunch of items were being sold off and promoted when I felt like that was the case. But yeah. Let me see, is this update on the homepage? I'm trying to figure out where to find the updates. I'll like open it up in a new tab to read later. Let's see. I don't see anything in the announcements. It says introducing Ron, I don't know how to say that name, Javian, eBay's new U.S. General Manager. There's also a winter seller check-in and October seller news. Maybe it's in the October seller news. But I'm sure I can just like look it up later. But yeah. Alright. Next one is going to be Marvel United Civil War right here. So let's see how many. This is probably a bigger box expansion. A lot of resellers are saying they are going to quit promoted listings because of the change. Well, we already quit a year or two ago, so maybe we should jump in. Maybe if a lot of people are jumping out, maybe eBay will reward us for jumping in. Let's see what this one is. I think there's just like a billion different variables of like categories and what people can sell and how these different things, tools you can use from eBay are just like your own tools outside of eBay to help sell stuff. And it's hard to like have a one answer fits all type of thing. I literally picture there like a billion different ways to do all the different categories, all the way from like selling cards to clothes and stuff and jewelry. I have no idea. Like I had no idea what I would do with jewelry. I know someone that has like a bunch of jewelry and they just like sell rings and stuff, and that's their thing, and they know it and stuff. So do they promote? Should they? I have no idea. I saw it on Justin Resells and James Helferstate channels. I haven't watched much stuff on YouTube in a long time. I've just been busy doing eBay. Once I started doing videos, it takes a lot of time to. It basically eats up a lot of my free time. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Location cards, Marvel United, Civil War. Trying to remember, there was like also a crazy update for, I forgot another platform, was it Mercari or something, where they were like gonna charge the buyers fees and then sellers were not gonna get feed. I think they did a rewind on that at some point. I could be wrong. I remember that was an interesting change in a different platform. I was like, I don't think they can get away with that on eBay. make all the buyers pay the fees. That would be mass exodus. I also think if we can sell stuff without additional promotions and stuff, like how do I want to say this? If it would be like a thing that people should and would want to do on a platform, it should just be like baked in. It should just be almost like forced, right? So if let's say if eBay wants people to do like 2% promoted listings, and then they're really like heavily pushing it, they should just push out people's stuff and just increase the fees from like whatever category, 13 to 15% or something. It's just a weird tactic to get more money. Like if eBay wanted to get more money and they were like actually serious about it, I think they should add a cart feature for people to be able to do combined offers. All the other places have that feature, so it's about time eBay gets that. That would be amazing for both buyers and sellers. Sellers would be then reinvigorated to list more, because then they would be like, well, now I can list a bunch of small stuff and someone can send me an offer, rather than dealing with these like messages to get combined orders. Buyers would like that, because then they could probably get cheaper stuff because they don't want to be spending messages. They could just look at someone's shop, quickly add stuff to a cart, send an offer, and then they don't have to waste as much time. If they look at someone's shop, have to craft a bunch of messages, and then the seller goes, nope, I don't do combined offers, or because some people don't do combined orders and stuff, that's buyer just wasted a ton of time, and they're probably not going to do that much more, so they're probably less likely to do combined orders on eBay, unless if they find like a seller that they favorite who do combined orders. Like there's a lot of people who favorite our shop because they'll be like, oh, you actually do combined orders, so thank you, I'm going to keep an eye out on your shop. So, but that whole process would just be like easier as a feature. Clean up the user interface for both buyers and sellers and both the PC and mobile of eBay. That would get a lot of sales. It would also get it would be free advertising and marketing for them, because then everyone would be doing videos and talking about like, oh my god, eBay actually looks prettier, better, or more efficient. And they wouldn't even have to spend money on marketing. The buyers and sellers would do it for them. So like, I feel like there's a lot of ways they can actually get more money rather than just focusing on these weird fees and stuff. Yeah, Posh and Mercari made a lot of bad moves. They walked back. I use dynamic no cap. That's only because I want my stuff gone. But once I start buying new inventory, I might not promote either. Yeah, if it's working for you, go for it. I don't want to be the one to I guess tell you what to do or not do. If it's working, keep at it. There you go. I was struggling to get this in. I don't know what dynamic no cap means. I'm assuming that's some kind of like pricing or maybe some price lowering. That took forever to get in there, by the way. Oh, how many cards were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, also I wish there was, you can send invoices for a couple of things for if I send an offer, let's say on 10 cards, whatever, sure, cards, and then the person receiving those 10 offers sends 10 counter offers, and I accept all of them, they are still, by design, by update a year or two ago, they're still in this like void zone where they're not in a waiting for payment section, because someone else can come in and buy the item from them until they pay. But then you can't send them a combined invoice for combined shipping, so it's really, really annoying. And like the only two solutions with the person is you tell them like, hey, pay and I'll refund the excess. Just not a good experience. I mean, most people are like kind of okay with it, but it does require a little trust on the buyer to have someone say, trust me, bro, I'll get you back on the shipping. or make a whole new listing with all the stuff that they bought if they don't like to do that way, which some people don't with me. So I'll go ahead and make a new listing, let's say for those 10 cards, and then I'll send it to them. They'll buy it, and then I get to do the, when you make a new listing, I can change the ounces and then do the, but that's such a pain. Like, look how long it took me to describe both of those solutions for what should be easier. I don't know, there's a lot. We'll see what eBay updates or doesn't over time. But yeah, the min-maxing fees is just, I don't know, I think it's essentially silly. I don't even think like sellers would care that much about fees. Well, I guess it depends on the seller, as long as things work and as long as things get sold. I do like eBay added more protections for sellers, because now if you buy a label through eBay, which at least I assume most people do because you get a little bit of a discount, and if the item you ship it out on time, and if the customer then does an item not received case and it's not received yet, you look at the track and it's still, lost, whatever, taking a while, if you refund them now and then you didn't have eBay step in to force it, when the item gets delivered, eBay actually gives you the money back. That happened to us for like 3 items that came in on September, so that was a really cool change. One of them I had like called for, and the other 2 just automatically happened. I saw a notification like, oh, you refunded that person who didn't have the item not received. It got delivered. You got your money. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Basically, I let eBay choose the promoted percentage fee they know will beat my competition. There you go. Do you get like a lot of sales? Do you feel like it works? For me, it varies between 9% and as high as 18%. Yeah, we've done anything from like 2 to like 15. We've tried various stuff. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with this one. Let's see this. Our October's been pretty miserable though. It's been really bad. I mean, there's still 3 days. Today's almost over. There's still 3 days. I can have like a big sales day in those 3 days. Unlikely at this point. I've already written off October. I'm going to see how November and December do, but it's going to be our worst month so far this year. Last year, October was pretty good. It was like top 4 for the whole year. I was looking at it. The Tales of Asgard expansions, 30, 30, 50, 60, 98. Did my thing go down? I think my internet had a little hiccup. We'll find out. I'll find out. I'm going to keep going listing this. Alright, location cards, Marvel United, Tales of Asgard. Yes, you did notice a bump in sales once you switched. Well, there you go. Yeah, we thought it was at first, and it could have for the first like year or 2 we were doing them, but at some point we turned them off, and our sales stay the same. We have like a credit for some kind of promotion they were doing with it. I think it promotes our store, so I'm not sure if it's the items, but it's like a $150 credit, I think, and literally it says under the campaign, I checked earlier, no sales, $100 spent, like actual quantity 0 from the promoted store campaign. I suspected that was going to be the case, and then I wanted to give it a try. She's like, oh, it's just a credit anyway, so she wasn't going to go past the credit. Let's see. You stopped listing in April. Oh, that's cool. I wanted to try to stop listing just to see what happens. And then you maintained a $4,000 90-day total until last month. So you were doing good. So March, April. So May, June, July, August, September. So September was bad for you? September and October? I feel dynamic no cap was the reason. I literally don't know what dynamic no cap is. I'll look it up. Oh, dynamic ad rate. Oh, no cap on like how much is spent. I'm assuming. Okay. So you stopped listing and then turned that on, but then you said last month. Sorry, there's a delay, so I don't know how to turn off the delay in the stream. I think it's like 30 seconds or a minute. That's interesting. If I interpreted what you said correctly. Okay. I mean, my bad sales this month could be bad items for the time period right now, cause of no promotions. Different categories are selling right now. It's hard to say. People just have less money right now, or saving up for deeper into the holidays. It's really hard to pinpoint all of it. All of it might matter all at once. I've probably sold through my desirable items, which is why sales have crashed. I guess I don't know your bills, but that's pretty good. Better 90-day total than us. And we're full-time. On the razor's edge, but we're still technically full-time right now. No money from anything else. Our September was, I think, here, I'll pull it up real quick. I think it was our best month this year. Maybe not best month. Or is it performance? This year. I mean, our year overall is only down 8.4%, which isn't end all be all. At one point we got it down to where it was only like 5% less than last year. Last year was our worst year, so it's on track to this year being our worst year. So our September, we only had only had 2 months this year that were better than last year's, and it was September by 3%. Not complaining, better than not being better. And then July was 2.6% better. But it was not it was like top number, sorry, I'm looking at them. I think it's our third best. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, our third best. Our top 3 were basically within like $50, so they're basically the same. It's always interesting to see how other people are doing. Like I said, we're not going to be stubborn and completely ignore promoted listings. We just turned it off and seemed to do the same for us for the time being. It's a pretty easy thing to click and turn on. I've been listing like a various things of like things I think people are buying right now based off like what we've been selling, but then I also need to get like certain space freed up from boxes, so I've been listing that stuff to free up a little bit of space, stuff that will sell, and who knows if it will sell quickly. So it's a weird thing that I've been going back and forth with. Like right now I'm listing for more space. You do know some sellers depend on the category like antiques that don't need to use promoted listings because items are one of a kind or have barely any competition. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we have some weird stuff. Not all the time, but we do get a good amount of stuff that I feel like it is within usually eyeshot. There's not that many people that like sell the more modern board game stuff just in general. I think people just don't know too much about the category, and or there's not going to be much of it in the wild because most people picking up like the modern board games are going to be like Kickstarters from the past 5 years, so like there's probably not going to be a estate sale with someone that had like Kickstarter games or modern board games and stuff like that. Or if someone's super into board games, they're going to move that stuff. They're not going to tell the estate sale to like sell it. I know someone that's crushing it with Warhammer 40k. They are selling a crazy amount, an unbelievable amount. Marvel United X-Men. What kind of stuff you've been selling? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Probably gonna ask a little bit more for these ones because they are. Looks like some of the X-Men ones got combined together, so some are from expansion, some are not. Putting almost the same description, I have to say that there. I think there were 17 cards. I have to recount. I lost count. Excuse me. I don't have to raise the price too much on these. You know, Amazon put restrictions on board games, so that would be good for you, but the sellers that got the boot will head to eBay, no doubt. Yeah, someone said that to me like a few weeks ago during the live, and I found someone that did a video on it. But it looked like they did like really classic games. Like basically like you can walk into Goodwill, find them, and then they were doing like pieces on that. they weren't doing like super niche Kickstarter convention promos that I saw. But I'd be fine if more people are on this category. I think it's fine. I don't think think more people should be on eBay. Kind of helps out everyone. More buyers and sellers. I'm more of a collective team effort person, even though it's technically competition. Wouldn't bother me. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like before the holidays, to turn off like the, I think it was just used only. Used. I think new is still fine. But yeah, yeah, such a strange Amazon choice, honestly. Lately, boots, shirts, and jackets. Yeah, there you go. I'm very bad with clothes. We get a lot of free clothes, like decent stuff, I think. Um, there's like a whole beneath this messy table. There's a table here, 6 boxes of like stuff I'm gonna list, and then also some miniatures I painted. So, but underneath it is a big bin of like free clothes, jackets, stuff like that. But I'm just so bad at listing clothes. I just can't get this stuff sold. Like, it just can't, for whatever reason. And I see a lot of people in my post office, they sell clothes all the time, and it's just not my thing, I guess. But yeah, I can imagine that stuff's doing pretty well. Also, we have like a cat, so I don't want like cat hair to get on the clothes, so I'd have to like, I don't know, have like a, I know a lot of people do those like standing boards or whatever for clothes, and I can't really do it on the table because if there's like a singular cat hair or not, I don't know, I think it'd be extremely rude, or I would have to use my like lint roller all the time, and I would just be like stressing out for no good reason, or I think a good reason, but. I traded someone some of our clothes for some nerdy stuff that they had that they didn't want to deal with, so that was a fun trade. They'll watch the channel occasionally. Right. These are gonna weigh more though. I think our bigger, maybe it is board games. I think one of our better categories under performance, I want to say, is miniatures, but that's just me taking a guess before I look. I forgot where to find it again, because it shows like, oh, these are your top 5 categories. Oh, here they are. Top category for us is contemporary board game stuff, so there's a lot that goes into that. That's the non-vintage stuff. And then right next up to it is all the other like random miniatures we sell, mostly like military ones. Yeah, just a bunch of random miniatures. So yesterday I was focusing on some miniatures, so should focus on them more, looking at it doing well for us this year. Technically the board games are number 1 too, but like I said, a lot of stuff goes into that contemporary like section. It could be like any of the promos we get for board games. Those are probably our best. You have 600 or 700 clothing items and about 100 pairs of boots. I wonder how much storage that takes. It is a lot. Are these just base game? I'll put the base game stuff together later on when I find it. Why is that only one? Alright. Let's see, Marvel United Enter the Spider-Verse. Let's see. It's not exactly promoted listings, but there was like a time or two where we did like sell similar on our own stuff to reboot them too many times, where we went over our limits. So there was like 600 or 700 listings where it's like, oh, you have to pay whatever 12-15 cents per to list. And I was like, oh, I don't want those listings to get lost, so we just paid for it. And then we got a lot of sales for a couple days. We thought maybe eBay was rewarding us for paying for listings at the time. That was a couple years ago, though. Boots for me selling the low end, $50, and then high end $200, but they are the most returned item 90% of the time. Did not fit is the reason. Yeah, a lot of people have been, I think, trained by other various places like Amazon and stuff to buy stuff, and there was no real kickback for doing returns. And then, yeah, it's gonna happen. People are using you as a closet. They probably don't want to. Or they're like bad at knowing what their sizes and stuff, and then different companies technically have slightly different sizes. And that just told me more about that in general. Or people will just misunderstand their size. They'll be like, I thought I was a medium, or I thought it was this boot size, and then they weren't. Yeah, returns don't bother me. I did a video about one today. Like, it's annoying, but it's like, it's just part of doing the thing. I think having returns on gives a little bit of an olive branch's trust to the customer. So you probably do. You won't know which sales you get because you have returns on from someone. Like, no one's gonna like buy an item and be like, I only bought this item from you because you had no returns on. But I do think that could make the difference for some people. You recently switched from a 10x10 to a 10x20 storage unit, climate controlled, light inside with 2 outlets and right next to the door for easy loading. Yeah, we have 2 storage units. We don't have like a outlet. Annetta was convinced we had one in between our storage units, but I was like, I don't think it, and I never checked, but I don't think we do. That would be nice for maybe charging my phone or something. But yeah, I always forget the size of them. I do think they are 10x20. I think we have 2 of them. It is our most expensive cost of eBay right now, other than time. But I don't think we can do it without it. And they are climate controlled. Much cheaper than like rent somewhere. It's like not even close around us. It'd be nice to have a big place and maybe like a basement or something, but then I would also worry if we had a basement of like a bunch of people have like flooding horror stories where it doesn't have to be related to eBay, but they'll just have a bunch of collections and stuff wrecked because of, basement floods. And yeah, I don't know. I always think about how else we can store stuff, but everything takes up space, so there's not too many real answers to it. We could also like trim down and do like, I guess, a crazy mega sale, trim everything down like a third of quantity of what we have right now, and then maybe fit in this room if I reorganize everything like really nice, figure out something with my board games, and maybe and then run a tighter ship. But like, I don't know if that's a wise choice to like make big changes, because we're full-time. So if we make a big change and then it doesn't work out, that means we're not full-time anymore. So it's harder to experiment. It was easier to experiment when we were part-time, and then we wouldn't have to pay for the storage units anymore. Ours also have like lights in them. But I have like stuff stacked up a little bit on the, like near the top, so sometimes I have to like bring a broom to like trigger the sensor. I mean, I have a flashlight on my phone, but it gets slightly annoying. But that's a me blocking the sensor enough problem. It's not the problem of the storage unit. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how November and December works out, at least for us. And I guess other people too, but I don't get to see like other people's stuff unless when they talk about it. If we have like even slightly above average of what we've been having this year, we'll survive and we'll be okay. If we have 2 more Octobers, it's gonna be pretty scary. Yeah, I'll probably list more miniatures just looking at it, having me look at our top 5 categories. Seems like it would make sense. Oh, it's so cool. You built custom racks that double the capacity, totes on bottom, clothing hanging in the center, and boxes of boots on top and both sides, and back wall with large rollout. That's so cool. I love watching those like custom, like, you know, whatever, storage and kind of any kind of videos like that on YouTube. That's the kind of stuff I like watching. That's super cool. Do you have like a video of it or no? Yeah, because you can make your own stuff. You get to do it for the materials. You don't have to charge for labor. You get to make it how you want. Super cool. All right. Is there only 4 for this? To see if this is it. Marvel United Fantastic Four. Saw something on Reddit like a year or 2 ago where someone did like really cool shells with just like, you know, I don't know, whatever, light wood planks, and they had all the whatever physics and science to, they were like, this holds a bunch, and they're like throwing like big weights on it, and they barely had to use anything because they knew how to structure it. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, this person has an open one. I have to see if there's only 4 location cards. I have to double check. Oh yeah, it just has 4 location cards. But I guess it makes more sense that I feel like promotions would work the best with clothes and that kind of stuff. People always say it's like oversaturated, but I don't know if that's fully true. I know there's probably a lot of people selling clothes, but there's also probably, I imagine, a lot of people buying it. So I always see a lot of people, like I said, at my post office coming in with big bags of stuff, and I can tell, I'm like, oh, that's probably clothes, because they'll be in like poly bags and stuff. And I'll be like, they did well, it looks like. I can see the number of packages. I don't know their numbers, but change the description. For the other one, I didn't know if it was the full set, so I put that in there. This one is the full set because I looked it up, like on the rules sheet. The other one I couldn't figure out. No, you thought about it, but I'm usually in the comment section now where I felt like doing YouTube videos not really comfortable. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's I'm trying to. I've done. I don't know if you're new to the channel or if you just popped in for this live, but I did an interview video with my dad and then my older brother, and I'm trying to get my mom to do one. She's like, "No, I can't be on there." I'm like, "Oh, why?" She's like, "I just don't want it." I'm like, "Okay, I get it. I guess." It's probably like that before. Like I would be like uncomfortable. I don't know. I guess I got used to it. I'm doing live. Live's a pretty bold thing to do, I guess. I could still kind of imagine what you made. That sounds cool, video or not. Yeah, the videos and stuff channel, like, I think we started like 2 years ago, a little bit more. And that was like a really bad eBay month. And I was like, oh, we need to like find maybe another way for like when a month is going really bad to have some kind of maybe alternative income stream. But then quickly doing YouTube, it's a hard thing to do to build up to get like AdSense and stuff like that. So at this point, it's just fun and almost I get to like document everything and get to enjoy a different part of the whole process. So. I'm gonna look back at some of my old videos at this point. Done almost like 500. It's been fun, but they do take a lot of time. Everything takes time. But I just cut out my personal entertainment, video game, board game time to do the YouTube stuff, and I'm kind of like in a groove with it. There's still a lot of experimentation I can do with it because I don't have enough subscribers to, like, if you have a lot of subscribers, you don't want to like completely change what you're doing because like a lot of people will be following you for a specific thing. So I still can experiment a little bit, about what I'm doing. So I find it interesting, I guess. Most of your clothing is cheap now, but I still do come across rare clothing. I sold a Betty Page shirt for $160 earlier this year. Wait, which one? Betty Page. Oh, that's cool. 160. Okay, so what would you sell sorry, it's probably too loud. I have a Pokemon Go t-shirt. It was from the first Pokemon Go Fest here in Chicago. Basically, the event was it was a disaster. Basically, cell phones and stuff weren't working. I don't know if you know anything about it. But they had some prizes that they gave out. And the prizes were like extremely limited. I happened to earn a t-shirt there. And then I had to wait like basically 4 hours by a volunteer booth. And then I eventually got the t-shirt, and there was only like 3 or 4 of them. At least that like in that particular section. And like I said, the event was a disaster. All the volunteers looked like they were not having a good time. They were like, I was nice to the volunteers. I understood that they were volunteers for the event, but like the Pokemon Go people got like booed like on the actual stage. It was such a disaster that they ended up taking the event, and then they expanded it to the whole city rather than a certain section, and then they gave everyone a bunch of credits in the game. But I have a t-shirt from there, and it's also medium size, which is like most of the shirts were like large and extra large. So I have this like technically rare shirt. I wear it all the time. I like it, but I was always curious like what it would sell for. But in my old drying machine, it ate up the tag a little bit. So now it's like one of those weird things where I feel like the tag would have authenticated it more. But yeah, sorry, that was a completely random ramble. Let me see if it's even on eBay. Pokemon Go Chicago Fest t-shirt. See, there were like other shirts that they sold, but they weren't prize shirts. And they've done a lot of Pokemon Go Fest since then, so maybe I can sort by like price. Maybe like higher up. Let's see, minimum $100. Let's see if anyone's trying to sell a shirt for $100 or more. Someone's trying to sell like a $5,000. This was not the shirt I had though. They got the medal. Yeah, the medals were... I almost got one of the medals. I actually messed up. That's a completely different story. But yeah, I don't know if this... None of this stuff looks familiar. My shirt is, I think it's like Chicago, the buildings, like the skyscrapers and stuff, and then there's like Pokemon around it. It's gotta be worth at least a couple $100. Yeah, I like it though. I like the shirt. I was just curious. Thought about putting it away, not wearing it, because I feel like I'm eventually gonna get it like ripped by like, you know, bumping into something sharp, and then it's all down the drain. But if I like the shirt and I'm wearing it, it's being appreciated. If I put it away and I'm not selling it and not wearing it, what's the point? And then I just overthink it. All right, got those. Does the Deadpool only have one? Marvel United Deadpool. I wonder if someone put the... Maybe on Working Geek they put it. Oh, here's the contents. For this expansion, someone put the contents up. Oh, it's supposed to only have one location, so it is just the one card. All right. It's his apartment, Deadpool's apartment. Let's see, location card, not cards. Deadpool location card. I have to change all the words here to make sure it's fine. There's a couple of like little indents on the back. So I have to mention that so someone doesn't get sad if they were expecting near mint. It's like not super visible. I have to talk about the end description. There's some indents in the back. See pictures, please. Indents? Is that the word I want to use? Indents. Yeah, I think it's fine. Alright, that's good. I need like a little baggie for this. I ran out of good sized baggies for this. Oh, this one. So I got some free baggies from the in-laws, and I thought they were like smaller ones, but they ended up being these ridiculous size. I think it's like you could put like a sock in here or something. It's 24 by 6 inches. So I figured, I was like, oh, I can't really use that for almost anything. I was like, I could put something in there and then, you know, like triple fold it. It's free, so. But then I have scissors, so I cut them down. I'll cut them down, at least, and then we have like the open baggies we'll use for like cat food and stuff like that. When we like put it in the fridge, we can wrap it up, and then I can actually cut it down to the size I need. But still, this is not good. It's too small for the square location cards. Probably have to do these later. I think I'm unfortunately going to be heading out been listing since like 3:30 today. There is more I can do. I do have more energy, but I wanted to hang out for a little bit. And I have to like feed the cats and do basic chores like dishes and throwing out the garbage, basic stuff. And it's 11 o'clock. Definitely go live more. More people were watching today. Feel bad for booking it out from people now, but if anyone has any last minute questions, feel free. I will do this more. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow though. Certain stuff I list, I need to have like, be on the table. I need to go back and forth from the computer to like the table to like organize things, and then other stuff I like to prepare for the lives. And then some of the stuff like these, and I was doing miniatures earlier, that's much easier, but there is some stuff I need to go through that like basically like, it's harder to do it live. Double checking all my listings. I like to make sure I didn't make any mistakes after I'm done listing. I like got out of that habit at some point, and I'm getting back into the habit, making sure that like that all like my custom SKUs are there and in the proper boxes or bags. There's a lot of times where I just forget to do that part, and then